Alright, we let our cows out on the new grass today, and they were very excited. So I'm going to show you the whole process. I'm going to talk about why we move them, some of the benefits of moving them, and we'll just talk about the livestock a little bit. So this is me getting set up. Now, they were on 5 acres, and we had them there probably about a month. And I have about an acre, maybe an acre and a half next to that I'm moving them into today. And I'm gonna go open the gate and call them out. I'm gonna show you how they come out into the pasture. And you're gonna see they kind of get excited once they get out here. Now I'm gonna try to grab my phone after I call them out here. But you'll see, the cows are very excited about the new grass. It's amazing to watch them just work through an area. It's funny what weeds they go through fastest, what grasses they go through first. But over here, I'm just kind of calling the cows. This is the first time that I've moved them out of the pasture, and I feel like they did really good. They just followed me out. Here's Big Mama. This is Dolly. This is our biggest cow. And here she comes into the new grass. And she was excited. I think she's been moved around before, so she was kind of expecting this. She was mooing more than often the last few days, so we thought we needed to get them onto some fresh grass. And you can see here's Poe next. He's the smaller black cow. That's our bull. He's very sweet right now. I hope he stays that way. And the red one is Coco. She's our little baby. You can see they're kind of shy at first about the new area. One thing that was really interesting is Poe and Coco did a whole perimeter check. They kind of walked along the fence everywhere just to see where they were, I guess, like how big of an area they had, which I thought was very interesting. So here's Coco coming out, and I think I'm gonna try to chase Poe out. I kind of get behind him. I was checking their water too. So they have a creek on that side, but I give them a big tote full of water too, just in case. I'm carrying that over here now, just spilling it all over. Interesting fact about livestock is that's where the word stock comes from. Livestock, or plant stock too. Even though it's spelled differently with a plant stock, the idea is these cows start reproducing. And it doesn't matter if the market's bearish, you're still getting plenty of bulls. So it just seems like a good thing to get into if you have the area for it. If you live somewhere where you can raise animals, I don't know why you wouldn't want to raise some animals. I love being around these cows. This is my first time raising cows. I'm fairly new to this, but I'm amazed at how easy it is. I've been watching a lot of people online. Greg Judy, I think he is like Greg Judy, the Regenerative Rancher. You can look him up on YouTube. But he gave me a lot of tips. I just watched him for a few years, and I was like fascinated with how he raised animals. I wanted to get away from the factory farming, and I thought this would be the way to do it after seeing him using rotational grazing on animals. So I moved the water over here. I got their salt lick, and they're happy. Right now they're just kind of exploring. So I'm gonna come grab the phone, and we'll let you see what these cows are up to. You can see, here's Coco, Dolly, and Poe. What's really interesting is they went for the grass closest to the pond. I think that's because the pond is full of nutrients, and the grass probably has the most nutrients near the pond. That's my guess. Get a little star fruit in here. If you like tropical fruit. We had to cage up a few trees before we let them in here. This was a whole hectic morning getting these cows in here. And then we found out, well, one of our cows took a swim today. So that was like really something. That little red cow took a swim clear across the canal. We saw her right by our house. We had to walk her all the way around back into the pasture. We're hoping she doesn't do that anymore, because that was very worrisome. But you can see they're just happy as can be. They were stoked today to be on this new grass. And they all kind of hang out together. And that's what I'm talking about, the grass by the pond. They were really into that. And this is great for me because now I don't have to weed whack on this side of the pond anymore. And it's going to turn into beef. It's also going to let my other side of the pasture recover. And I can go over there and pick up a few of the cow pies and throw them on my compost pile. Make more soil, get more stuff in the garden growing, help my fruit trees out. It really saves you money on fertilizer to have just a little bit of livestock on your property. Right now we have 16 chickens and 3 cows, and we have a few compost piles I'm building up, and I'm amazed at how fast this stuff builds up. If you want to get off your synthetic fertilizers and grow all your stuff organically, having a few animals definitely helps. Here's Poe. He's very excited. He was running around. He kept doing little sprints. So did Coco. And this is the gate up here we put in today. I put that gate in, and we tied a extra little fence. You can see Coco's running around. She's all excited. So this is all we do for them. We give them a little bit of we have a sweet feed. We throw them just about a handful of that. We have a big scooper. We give them a little scoop every day, and then the rest of their diet is just grass and whatever they find on the pasture.
Oh, for real?
Forage. They really like this Spanish moss.
I think they just take a little nibble of it and it tastes funny.
That stuff hanging from the trees. They go eat all that up. And they love the grape juice too. We've got grape juice growing all over the property, and they go crazy for this.
They're happy.
You can see how happy they are. This is where they kind of start doing the perimeter check. And it's funny to watch them run. In the morning when I bring grain out, they come running. And it's I don't think that's ever gonna get old. A bunch of cows coming towards you. What I'm thinking about in the future is I feel like we want to add a few sheep to the farm too. If anyone has any experience with sheep, maybe let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you think about that. We want to run them with the cows, a little flurred. At least that's what I've heard it called before. It's just beautiful out here. Got a tree over here I forgot about. Put the cage up. You can see the difference in the pasture. So this is where they were. That grass was really long before they got in there. And this is the grass they're on. It's full and lush. And they're just gonna eat through this. I'm not sure how long this is gonna take them. This is about probably a little over an acre. It's pretty well grown, so. You can see them back there. That canal's back there where I don't want them going.
Come here, Coco.
There's Coco. So yeah, having these cows out in fresh pasture, it helps with worms. They're going to be away from their poop. They're going to be eating fresh grass.
What's up, Poe?
They don't need dewormer because of that. They're going to be healthier. They're going to be not needing...
Oh shoot, we should cage up that jackfruit too.
You can see them just running around full of joy. It sure was beautiful today, bringing them out on the grass.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. And these little cows, they end up reproducing pretty fast. I got 3 now, but
well, I want to get back there.
Next fall, I
don't want them to be thinking they should hang out back there too much.
You can see how you get your returns back on the cows.
They're strong. They could push through that fence if they really wanted to.
And get beef. And we
Coco!
Try to milk one of them too. It's funny, today we actually found out our big girl Dolly still has milk. Poe came up and just started going for it today.
Yeah.
And we thought he was weaned. We thought he was done with that, but after she ate a bunch of grass today,
she can get out.
Wanted some milk. And they were doing a lot of running today, so This is what happy cows look like on pasture. But that's what they're just doing the perimeter check. They're seeing how far they could get before they hit a fence. If you made it this far, be sure to subscribe.